Well, Happy New Year, everybody. I thought, what better way to start out the new year than to try to do a quick video of my beautiful spawning pair of Festae. They're a little hard to show because they've dug this massive pit in the back of this 600-gallon tank. The pit's about a foot deep, and I have to really stand up to show the fish well, and if I do that, it makes them nervous and they stop their spawning activity. So I'm trying to sit on a chair about halfway through the tank, hoping that that'll keep them from getting too spooked. If I raise the camera up a bit, you can see the pair. The male, of course, by me doing that, has decided he better get in his cave. That little movement of me going up about 6 inches has already made him a little shy. The female is on the outside of the pot, which is where she's laying her eggs. When I say pot, this isn't actually a pot, it's a cave, but I'm calling it a pot for these purposes, I guess. Anyway, so the male's, I guess he's thinking maybe he's okay and he's going to go back. I might try to shoot from around the corner of this thing and see if I get a better angle. Doesn't look like it. Anyway, at least this gives you guys an idea of what's going on. The male is really gorgeous now. It's probably pushing 8 inches, 6 to 8 inches in there. The female's probably still 5 or so. They are both in just gorgeous coloration right now. I think this is a pretty good shot of them right now. This is their first spawning attempt. They are still under a year old. To be honest, I can't remember exactly how old they are, but I think they're a little under a year still. Festae, ornatums, atromaculatum, all those northern South American fish in that western region there are pretty slow growing compared to, most of the Amphilophus and Parachromis and the typical Nicaraguan Central Americans that I keep. But patience pays off because they do get big and very colorful, and they can get pretty feisty as they get older and more comfortable with their surroundings. They will never be the interactive headbangers that a Dovai or a Jag could be, or even a Red Devil. But man, they more than make up for it with their incredible coloration, and they can, like I said, be quite impressive when they get up to that 14, 15 inch range. So that's kind of what's going on in this corner of the tank. Hopefully that male will come back. He keeps darting in and out of the pot because he's a little unhappy that I'm sitting here staring at him. So I think I might move on. Hopefully this gives you guys a bit of an idea what's going on with this little corner of the tank. I'm not going to do a giant video. I just thought, January 1st, 2017, a good way to start the year. So we'll move down this tank a little bit. This is a 600-gallon tank, and over this direction we have some other little fellows that may be of interest. If I can, as soon as I stand up, they get shy. So we'll get on our knees. You see a little a little ornatum there. He's been quite slow growing so far, but he's doing okay. Little by little, he's getting a little bit bigger. Here we see a non-breeding female Festae. And way back in the corner, which you might not be able to see from my angle, are a group of 7 or 8 of the Peruvian green terrors that have been slowly growing and putting on some coloration. I'm really excited to see how these guys grow. If you recall from past videos, I spawned these here this last summer, and I've raised up quite a few of them and put 8, 10, something like that in this tank, and they are doing really well in here. They tend to like to hang behind this driftwood, so it's a little difficult to photograph them very well, but if we stay here long enough, one will probably come by. There goes one darting past that little ornatum. I have a pretty good size atromaculatum male in here who's probably in that 6 inch range too. I just don't know where he is right now. And there's a fairly decent size ornatum in here as well, who's probably double the size of that little one you see there. This is another one of the non-spawning female Festae swimming by. And here you can see one of the little Peruvian green terrors that are growing out in this tank. Starting to pick up the color. It's a little difficult to see all the iridescent colors in their finnage at this point with this lighting, but you can see a little bit better as they start to get less shy and coming out towards the front. Now that I've been on my knee for a while, I think they're feeling a little more comfortable, and you get a little bit better chance to see how they are doing. There is a couple of them. Looks like a male at the left and possibly a female at the right. Judging on size and stuff. And there's one of the bigger ones back there. You can see he's starting to get some coloration. You can see the green in the throat and stuff. It's difficult to show the great spangles that these fish have on a video, but they are really quite colorful fish and very attractive. Anyway, I didn't want to spend a lot of time today doing this. I hope to do more videos more often this year. That's one of my New Year's resolutions. But for now, I hope everybody has a great first day of the year, and I wish everybody much success and happiness in 2017. Take care.